My name's Jesse Goff. I'm currently a professor at the Veterinary College at Iowa State University. Before that, I was the Research and Development Director at the Cooperative that now makes soy chlor. And prior to that, I was with the United States Department of Agriculture, where the concepts behind soy chlor were actually developed and the ways to prevent milk fever using the DCAD concept were initiated and proven. I grew up next to a dairy farm, but I worked for the neighbors who had a working dairy farm. And I remember seeing the very first milk fever cow, and they explained what was going on to me, and the veterinarian showed up and gave them the bottle of calcium intravenously. In about 5 minutes, the cow stands up and goes on her merry way. At least that's the way it looked as a kid. And boy, I thought I want to do that for a living. I thought that was one of the things that made me want to become a veterinarian. Milk fever is one of those diseases that's relatively easy to treat. The problem is that cow tends to have problems down the road. So I spent a lot of my career trying to work on a way to prevent milk fever and remove this as a devastating disease to the dairy farm. When soy chlor was first developed, it was based on research that we had done in our lab at the National Animal Disease Center. And it incorporates the two factors that cause milk fever. We now know that cows develop milk fever because they're getting too much potassium in their diet. And the potassium alkalinizes their blood and makes all the calcium homeostatic mechanisms ineffective. So once we realized that was the true cause of milk fever, we then thought of ways to counteract that problem. One is good management of forages to reduce dietary potassium. The second is to come back in with anions that will acidify the blood. Another issue that soy chlor purposely went around was to make sure that they were not using non-protein nitrogen as a major ingredient in the product. Nitrogen in a dry cow often requires energy from the cow to get rid of that nitrogen as urea through the kidney. We purposely tried to keep that at a very minimum and put true protein into the soy chlor, protein that the animal can actually use. Soy chlor revolutionized the whole field of DCAD management to prevent milk fever.